Iya,
Saya izin ya, share screen.
iya
Ya,
silakan Ibu.
saya bisa menggunakan, sudah bisa terlihat ya?
Sudah Bu.
Baik. Saya izin dengan bahasa Inggris, nggih?
Iya.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the chance. And then today we are going to talk about syntax meets culture, the hidden meanings of Pembayun Sasak heritage. So for our information that Pembayun is the speaker as the mediator on the wedding ceremony in Sasak. So let's start from the background of the study. So, okay, the language used in the Sorong Serah Aji Kerama ceremony, so wedding ceremony in Sasak on is called as Sorong Serah Aji Kerama ceremony, known as Pembayun. So Pembayun bridges differences between various Sasak dialects. So we've got 5 dialects in Sasak, and then on Sorong Serah Aji Kerama ceremony between various Sasak dialects, Pembayun is there taking the very important part. However, this Pembayun utterances is not understood by a significant portion of community across different generations. Okay, so the lack of understanding is due to the syntactic structure of Tuturan Pembayun, which differs from general syntactic structure of Sasak. So it is called as high quality of language, bahasa halus in Sasak. So it's very difficult for people to understand the syntactic, sorry, the Tuturan Pembayun, so the Pembayun utterances. Okay, so sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so the linguistic features we are going to see here is the ada deletion, inversion, and movement, which are assumed that all of them they've got the syntactical construction of Sasak. So the study aims at exploring how Pembayun syntax reflects Sasak social values and contributes to the preservation of language and culture. So we do expect by having this kind of research, we do not only preserve the language, but we also can preserve the culture of Sasak particularly. Okay, let's see the method. So qualitative approach in which descriptive design is used to explore how Pembayun's utterances featuring deletion, inversion, movement convey cultural values like respect, sorry, hierarchy, and social harmony. So the data collection, I've got the data from written data of Pembayun utterances compiled by Sasak cultural practitioners. In this case, I haven't been to the field as yet. I've got the written data of Pembayun utterances in which they are compiled by Sasak cultural practitioners. Okay, so semi-structured interviews. I engage with cultural practitioners to ask them the meaning of those syntactical construction in which they are closely related to the cultural aspects of Sasak. So in understanding those things, the language, the syntactical construction, and also the cultural aspects of Sasak language. I use the theoretical framework, and in this case, I use syntax or syntactical construction theory from Chomsky, and then also from Halliday, analyzing how Pembayun syntactic features reinforce Sasak social norms, identity, and cultural heritage. Okay, go on to the finding and the discussion. Let's see the finding. Okay, I put only one finding for each here on this PowerPoint, but we've got some actually. So we've got deletion, inversion, and movement. So let's see omission. We can see on the yellow part, I've got the yellow part on this example, in which subjects are there deleted. So that's deletion. It doesn't remain, it doesn't remain that without any cultural message or aspect. So let's see the example. Panugraha jero pisolo sane wauh kodal blah 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 sampun ketampi. Actually, sampun ketampi jero pisolo has already been out, and then actually the subject there we or I. So I have been accepted, or we have been accepted actually. So dewek titiang sampun ketampi, but those subjects, the subjects are deleted. Okay, so the omission of subjects reflect humility in Sasak culture, placing the focus on the ceremony and its participants rather than the speaker. So it emphasized on the message, the thing done by Jero Pisolo, not the speaker, him or themselves. Okay, let's see the inversion. Okay, yeah. The normal construction should be atur dewek titiang puniki sane wau moga-mogi ketampi. But then moga-mogi ketampi atur dewek titiang puniki is moved, emphatic. So it comes before the subject. So the verb comes before the subject. That's the inversion in this construction, in this inversion construction. Okay, let's go to the movement. On the normal sentence construction, actually, titiang puniki jaga ngalangsur panugraha senamian. So senamian is at the end of the sentence. I humbly extend my gratitude wholeheartedly. But then, senamian here on the movement construction of pembayun utterances is moved in front of the sentence. Wholeheartedly jaga titiang puniki ngalangsur panugraha. Okay. So that's the discussion. Yeah, deletion reflects humility. So omission of words expresses humility, prioritizing the recipient over the speaker and reinforcing social harmony and hierarchy in Sasak society. Inversion of the word emphasize mutual respect and equality. So balancing power in interaction. So movement and ceremonial, okay, priorities. Yeah, movement reflects ceremonial priorities. Movement in the sentence structure prioritize communal values and ritual significance, ensuring the collective nature of the ceremony takes precedence over individual actions. So my conclusion from this research is that deletion, inversion, and movement are more than grammatical tools. So it is more than grammatical tools. It reflects core Sasak values, humility, reciprocity, and communal unity. So Pembayun language reinforces social norms, and the Sasak would view maintaining the importance of community tradition and respect in ceremonial context. Okay, so thank you very much. Okay, that's what I can say. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Should
Oke.
I stop share screen or still?
Hmm, kita selanjutnya dulu aja kali ya Bu, nanti
Oh, lanjut
baru
aja
setelah
ya.
semuanya
Saya stop ya.
baru ya share